on the stamp duty increase. Is this, in your estimation, a one-off, or is there room down the road, given the amount of volume and the profitability? Let's not forget that of the HKEX to raise it again, or is this one and done?
Well, Stephen, as you may have observed, after the announcement of the stamp duty increase, the market moves up and down along with international markets, but the turnover has been huge. Last year, the average daily turnover is about 130 billion Hong Kong dollars, which is also already a substantial increase compared to the year before. But in February this year, in January this year, in the past week, it has remained at a very high level, close to $20 billion. So we will continue to monitor the market development and keep an open mind. But on the other hand, according to the information available to us up till now, we don't think the modest increase in stamp duty has in any way harmed our competitiveness.
Now, Secretary Chan, I just want to give you the power of the Bloomberg, because we are getting a reaction already. The Hang Seng is falling right now on comments you made earlier in this interview that you're not ruling out further hikes to the stamp duty. Do you care to elaborate on that? Do you feel that this will spook investors further?
Well, I don't think it is fair to link these two together, particularly when I answer your question. I do not say that we are planning anything to increase additional stamp duty. You were asking me, going forward, are we going to withdraw the stamp duty increase? That is my reading of your question. And I said, we will continue to monitor the situation, the market development, and at this stage, I would not commit one way or the other.
Obviously, in the last year, we've seen a surge in so-called backdoor listing companies, blank check companies, I should say, special purpose acquisition companies, SPACs. Singapore is open to them. We've seen a number of different listings from Hong Kong entities as well in the United States having IPOs of SPACs. We have Li Ka-shing, the richest man here in Hong Kong, also launch a SPAC. You, as a man, as financial secretary who has to assess the risks to the economy, are you open to having Hong Kong being a center for SPACs listing here?
Well, I have asked the Securities and Futures Commission and the Hong Kong EX to work together, not just to look at SPACs, but to explore the viability, have our own Hong Kong version of SPACs, which is on the one hand enabling these new fundraising arrangements to be allowed in Hong Kong, but on the other hand, upholding investors' protection. We are looking at it seriously.
You mentioned on the mainland about a dividends tax, or in other places a capital gains tax. Is this something Hong Kong should consider given the budget deficit situation?
Not at this stage. When we think about dividend tax, as you know, there is a differential between the standard rate for individual salaries earners and the standard rate for profits tax payers. That differential historically is to take care of the effect of the dividend tax, meaning that the profits has been taxed extra as source, so that when it is dividend out, it won't be taxed again. This is number one. Number two, there are also retirees who depend on dividend income to fund their retirement expenses. So I think we could not take individual tax in isolation. We need to look at a broader range, what options are available to us, and what are the best combination.